What's up, gang? Case here with our at-home strength work for Monday, November 9th. This is our last week for this progression, so we'll be moving to new movements starting this upcoming deload week. So Turkish get-ups again today. We've got 2 sets of 2 per side and then 2 sets of 1 per side. If you have multiple weight options at home, I want you building across those 4 sets today. So I went first set on 25s, second set 35s, and then my last 2 set I moved to 50s. If you don't have multiple weight options, no big deal. Slow your movement down, focus on holding those stacked positions a bit longer, and that'll give you the stimulus that you need. Just going over those get up mechanics again. So especially since we're going to be trying to move heavier, just a reminder that as you come from the ground, to grab it with both hands and then roll to your back. From here, whichever knee is up, that's going to be the fist that's facing up. Make sure we're not narrow with our legs. Swing your bent knee out a bit, swing that straight leg out, and you're going to push off that bent knee as you roll up to this forearm. Pick out a spot on the ceiling, drive that dumbbell towards that spot, pushing off this foot, rolling up to the forearm, trying to keep this heel down. Create distance from your elbow to your fist, then press up to the hand, still looking up towards that spot, driving hips towards the sky, sliding through. I want that stack from my top fist down to my bottom hand, sitting up into that tall lunge. Reposition that back foot if you need to. Stand back up, down to the lunge, reposition the foot. Create some distance as you lean out to the side with this hand. That's going to give you room to slide through. Bring that hip back down to the forearm, and then rolling back down to the shoulder. You'll go right back up into that second rep on the same side for your first 2 sets, and then on those last 2 sets, it's only 1 rep per side. Moving on to our second movement, which is that forearm plank. Ideally, feet would be together. That's going to help us squeeze our legs and squeeze our butt. If you're not able to do this off of your toes for 45 seconds without sagging or piking, come down to knees. And if we come down to knees, I'm actually going to have you bring those feet apart and put your shoelaces on the ground. And what that does is it just makes you relax that low leg a little bit more so that you can bring the rest of your core, butt, hamstrings into the equation. So if we're going from toes or knees, elbows slightly forward of the shoulders, because we're going to be pulling back on that elbow throughout, and that'll help you have some room to pull back. We'll bring hips up to level. Make sure we're not sagging our head or looking forward, looking straight down and trying to create that straight line from our neck all the way down to our heels. I lock my knees out, squeeze my quads, squeeze my butt, and then I pull elbows to toes, toes to elbows. You guys can probably hear me shaking at that point. That's what we want. We don't want you just hanging out here, which I could just relax here for 45 seconds. I want to be pressed through, body long, pulling together, and engaging throughout that duration. So I lock in that tension, and then last thing I do is I try to breathe through that tension. So once I have it locked down, breathe in for as long as you can, breathe out for as long as you can over the course of that 45 seconds. You've got 4 sets of those today. You'll superset those with your Turkish get-ups. That's it for our strength work. Good luck, and we'll see you back soon for our Metcon.